Install Allstar Linux on an ESXi VMware host. So here's Allstar Linux, and what does Allstar do? Well, this will allow you to log in to a node, your own node, which is a ham radio type thing, and this whole network is a network of ham radio nodes. They're linked by something called Asterisk, which uses a protocol called IAX2. So anyway, this is Allstar right here, and they have software downloadable for Debian. So here I'll just progress through, and I downloaded this right here for the AMD. So Allstarlink installer for the x86 AMD. Okay, so download that to your download folder, and here's the links for that. So I just picked this big one here because this is the one that matters. This is the one that has the actual content that you want to run Allstar. So download that in your downloads folder. Now, once that's in the downloads folder, you're going to log into your ESXi host instance. So this is typically ESXi 6.7. This is VMware's host, which will run virtual machines. I have two VMs here that I've used for projects in the past, but now I want to make this Allstar VM. So the first thing you got to do is you got to get the bits, the ISO file from your download. So this ISO file here, when you unzip this thing, this turns into an ISO file or ISO file, and that's in your zip folder. So you want to upload it to your ESXi host. To do that, you find this data store 1, and you want to do a browse on this thing. So let's do a data store browser. And here you're going to see that I've already uploaded it, of course, but I'm backtracking now to show you guys how to do this. So here is the ASL upload right here. And that's what I got out of the zip folder. And this is basically Debian 9 with all the bits and pieces you need to run your node. I've tried to run this node with asterisk 18.2, and I tried to cobble it together. It's not worth it. And why it's not worth it is I found that Jim Dixon put together the RPT app_rpt.c package, and a gentleman in Seattle who was really great modified it, as did other people. Anyway, that file is 27,000 lines long now, and it's not compatible with asterisk 18. I think it's good for 16. So what this image does is everything that works is in here, and believe me, I've spent a day or two now trying to hack this together on asterisk 18. I've given up, and I don't want to do that. So yes, you want to upload this thing, okay? And there it is. So now that it's uploaded, you want to make a VM to host your asterisk. So what I'm going to do now is then make a new VM. So here, let's see, I don't want to register, I want to make a new one. Virtual machines, create register VM. So let's make a new one here. And I'm going to call it ASL underscore, I guess, dash 1.01, because that's what this is. And I guess I could put the build code in here, but I won't. Okay, so we're going to have a VM here. OS family, we know it's Debian now, Debian 9. Linux, it's Debian 9. Debian 9. Okay, here it is, Debian 9. So Debian 9 is 64-bit because we want 64 bits. That's more efficient, and let's go with that. I got a 64-bit box here hosting ESXi. Okay, now we're going to put in some storage here. I'm only going to give it 30 megs, so give that a try here. So leave that memory where it is. I'm going to put in 30 gigs here of storage, see how that works out first. And leave that alone for this SCSI controller. USB, I'll leave at 2.0. VM network is fine. Now I want to invoke the CD-ROM here and connect the ISO. So that won't work until the machine's powered up. So do a next here, do a finish. You'll see the machine appear here now, and now I want to power the machine on. And I want to go back into Edit to connect the ISO file. So here we're going to go back into Edit. Machine's powered on, Edit settings while it's powered on. And we'll go here to CD-ROM, connect it. And now you can select the ISO. So here again, this is the ISO you upload from your downloads. This is the ASL ISO right here. Select that and do a select on it. And what will happen now is you save that, and now you'll boot into, hit return with the console here, and you'll boot into the installer. So there's the Allstar installer, and I tried this advanced options. Don't do that. It's like, yeah, you might get through that if you're a super expert, but just don't bother. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go *64. This is automatic, and this is what you want. It'll bring you to a root prompt. So go ahead and do this. And this thing is pretty much automatic. I'm going to go English, US, American English. So I've run through this before. I know it works. I'm just redoing it now for you folks to help people install *ASL on VMware. Because I will probably buy a Pi for this thing eventually, but I want to see if I can get it working in a VM first to learn more about it. All right, so guided partitioning, finish partitioning. It looks like it picked up some stuff from my last. Anyway, I don't want to put a RAID on here. I don't want LVM. I don't want iSCSI. I just want plain old simple partitions here. Boom. Okay, we'll say yes, write the partitions. And the rest of this thing just kind of goes on by itself. It will boot up from a DHCP address on your network. And that's fine for now. You can always get in here later and customize it, so I just want to make it work, period, right now. Just get it running. I've spent days mucking around this stuff with my Raspberry Raspberry, and playing with Asterisk 8.2. I run an Exchange on here, or a PBX, with Asterisk 18.2 with my desk phone, and I was trying to integrate this stuff into that. It's not worth it. So what I'll do is I'll run this stuff on one Raspberry for the Asterisk, and I'll run my phone PBX on the other Pi. And then the phone itself, the phone has 4 lines. I'll have line 3 go to the Asterisk instance on this new Raspberry Pi, or in this case on this VM. And then I don't have to muck with messing around with installing the stuff on unsupported software. So Asterisk is always a little behind the time. Oh, I'm sorry, not Asterisk, but for good reason, Allstar is a little behind the times with repeat, with the app.repeat, but that's because it's a very complicated module, and it has stuff from way back in 2000 from Jim Dixon's days. And I guess from what I read, it has multi-threading in it. It's hard to debug. It's hard to understand. Maybe somebody someday will get it up to Asterisk 18 whatever, but it just may not be worth it. Not worth it for me. I don't have the time to be porting it up. And it's 27,000 lines, so it wouldn't be easy. So anyway, I'm taking the easy way out here. As I work full time, I don't have time to really muck around with stuff. I'm not retired yet, people. Okay, we're still installing this stuff. It's all doing almost Debian installation. Eventually, you'll see this will get to a boot prompt. Okay, good. Now it's rebooting. And when it comes back, you'll get to a root prompt in which you can log in and configure your system. So I'm going to get you to there, and then we'll make another video on how to configure it the rest of the way. So this is a boot screen for it. So now it's going to boot Debian Linux. Something failed up there. And eventually, this thing will come up to a shell. There it is. So I'm not sure what the default password is here. Put in root, password, who knows, Allstar. How about no password? How about root? Anyway, I don't know the default password. I gotta grep for that, but this is where we are. From here, you would log in and start configuring. Okay, that's it for this video. This is how to basically get the Allstar ASL 1.01 ISO onto a VM and get it running. So in the next video, we'll explore how to make this thing actually work with Allstarlink. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day.